Fanfiction Library. A quick disclaimer. This story takes place while Starscream is a rogue, specifically right after Arachnid's Insecticon attacked him, and in this story he managed to get away from Mech before they took his T-Cog. All rights of the characters in the franchise belong to Hasbro, so please support them. Now, onto the story. A Fallen Star. Chapter 1. He was flying over a forest, desperately looking for a place to land, trying to stay conscious and hold his vehicle form together. He flew, hoping to be able to contact help. His energon levels were dropping due to his injuries, and he lost control of his vehicle form, revealing his robot form, falling out of the sky. With every passing moment of the fall, felt like a lifetime. Was this the end? He wondered, while staring at the retreating stars in the night sky. Finally, he slipped out of consciousness. He awoke long after, not in a field or hanging on a tree like he expected, but inside of a large barn, to a voice. The voice wasn't loud and startling, but calming in a way. The voice wasn't really talking, it was more like singing. He couldn't tell where it was coming from, but as he looked around, he found himself covered in patches of scrap metal. He gasped with surprise at what he was seeing, and the voice suddenly stopped. "Oh, you're awake," said the voice. He looked toward where it had come from, to find a human girl sitting on some kind of loft close to the ceiling of the barn. She had dark hair that came down just past her shoulders, pale skin, and a kind expression on her face. "Are you all right?" she asked. "Why do you care?" he answered coldly. "Well, someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed." "Wait, did you just talk?" "You asked me a question, didn't you?" "Well, I didn't think you were going to answer. What are you?" He tried to answer, but a surge of pain shot through him like a lightning bolt. He groaned and shut his eyes. Whoa, easy," she said while climbing down a ladder out her to the ground. "You took a pretty big hit." "Why did you help me?" he asked through his panting. "Because I couldn't just leave you there." He seemed puzzled by this, and she noticed. "Listen, I don't know what you were taught, but I was taught to help those who need it. And falling out of the sky seems like a pretty valid reason to need help. But I didn't." "Hush, don't strain yourself," she said, walking toward him. She walked over to his left side and touched one of his long metal fingers. He had never felt a human's touch like this before. Her hand was warm and the feeling was soothing. They sat there for a few moments until she said, "My name is Nia Lee. What's your name? Do you have a name?" "Yes, I have a name. My name is Starscream." And that was the start of a new beginning for both of them. Chapter 2. Over the next few days, Starscream and Nia became more acquainted. Even though Starscream never really did respect or care for organic life forms, he continued to grow more curious about Nia. Every day she would leave the barn with 2 empty buckets, and a little while later come back with them filled with chunks of red dirt. She would take them to a little round table in a corner of the barn and shape the chunks into round containers, and figurines usually shaped like planes. Starscream asked her about this once. All she said was that she did this to live. Nia asked questions about what Starscream was and where he came from. When Starscream told her that he could turn into a jet and used to be part of a military force, she became even more interested. But when he told her of what happened with him and his former master, Megatron, she was sad that Starscream was all alone. However, she was glad that he got away from the unhealthy place that he was in with Megatron. Sure, she knew that Starscream had made some bad choices, but everyone does. One day, Starscream began to wonder. There was pieces of scrap metal and machinery in the barn, but he was still curious. Nia was working on a new container when he asked, "Nia, how did you know how to repair me?" My father. He used to work on planes for a living, and he taught me all about them. By the time I was 8, I could take apart a jet engine and put it back together, but he wouldn't let me do that with the customers' planes. Is he the reason that you make so many of those little plane figurines? You could say that, she answered while stretching her arms. You know, I think I've done enough work today. How about we watch a tape? Tape? Sorry, English is my second language. Oh, sorry, I meant a movie. What kinds do you like? Comedy? Horror? I've never seen one of your Earth movies. You've never seen a movie? Decepticons don't have movies? No wonder you left. Starscream chuckled at Naya's little remark. He watched her as she left her chair here at the little round table and walked over to a shelf that was full of DVDs. So, what do you think would be the best first Earth movie impression? Naya asked while pulling out different movie cases. WALL-E, The Muppets, or, ooh, The Outsiders is a good one. Starscream decided to humor Naya and chose the movie The Outsiders. He was actually surprised with it. But when he turned to look at Naya, something seemed off. She was staring into the distance and gently swaying. Naya, are you all right? Naya suddenly fell back into her chair in a daze, while slightly twitching. Naya? What? Naya answered while jumping back into reality. Her twitching had halted. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm okay, Starscream. I'm just tired, she answered while getting up from her chair. If you don't mind, I think I'm gonna turn in. She began and walking to the ladder to climb up to her loft. All right, Starscream said, while he watched her stumble on her way there. Please like and subscribe for more stories like this one, and to continue this story, I hope you have a super duper day. Goodbye!